Hey, Jess here. Welcome to my Rise review for media entrepreneurship. I think that if you look into my older Rise reviews from other classes, you'll notice a theme that I have where I mention that I kind of start every month with a really positive attitude, and that always plays into my success within the course. And I think this month, while I definitely had that positive attitude, I went into it with an attitude that I've never really gone into a class with before, and I think that was just kind of this determination. I was really driven to absorb as much information as I could and really deliver the best possible output in my assignments, and I think that I was able to do that, and having that sense of determination and really focusing on that made it even easier to sit down and get the work done because I had anticipated that in my head. So I think that that really benefited me this month and my work, just having that overall positivity and determination. As I started to work on my projects, I realized that I really not only wanted to know more about business in general, but was curious about the different types of businesses. I didn't really realize the scope of how many different things there were, like a S corp or an LLC, or I didn't even know what a solopreneurship was. So learning about those things was really interesting and gave me a better insight to the different kinds of businesses that I'm aware of and how those businesses operate. So I thought that that was really cool, and I think overall it just gave me a better understanding of where the skill set that I have from my previous work, where I can apply that in this new form of work that I'm getting into, especially post-graduation. If I'd had more time, I definitely think I would have done more research in regard to finances. It was a little overwhelming at first just to try to figure out all these different moving pieces of a business and how to really gauge what that's going to cost without having someone give you an invoice for how much it costs. So I think that if I had more time, I would have spent a lot more research doing that, because I think that my financials could have been a little more accurate than they were. While I tried to be as realistic as I could, there were some things that I just really didn't know how to gauge. So I think that if I'd had more time, that's definitely how I would have spent it. I think exploring entrepreneurialism this month, I really discovered that even though I'm not sure I want to be an entrepreneur, I kind of figured out that I have the skill set, which was cool because previously I never would have thought that of myself. So I feel like I learned a little bit more about who I am, and that's something that I can apply in the future, even if it's just me working within a corporation, but being able to see where the issues lie and where the opportunities are and how you can make things better and how to use a SWOT analysis. Like, that was never something I knew how to do, and knowing how to do that now is really something that I feel like I can apply beyond just me starting my own business, but in service of whatever business I end up working for. So I think that that was a really great benefit to this month. Just getting to understand more about how business operates, I think, is going to be really key to my success. And it's also kind of inspired me to think beyond what I thought I could do before and contemplate whether or not I want to start a business, or at least be able to lend my knowledge to people around me who want to start a business. So I think that even though I'm not sold on being an entrepreneur, the things that I learned this month and what it informed me about being an entrepreneur are definitely things that I can see myself applying in the future.